student preparing for exam and you are afraid if you are going to pass or not, or you are the type of student that whenever you finish reading your book, whenever you do all things, when you get to the hall or when you enter class, you forget everything that you read and all that? Or do you have a child that is very dull in learning and you want to improve the learning or the knowledge of this child using this particular method? Believe me, the testimony is going to mind blow you, because you are going to pass everything. And most especially if you are going for a professional exam, or you want to go for an exam, or you want to go for an quiz and all that, you want you to remember what you read, you want you to be at alert to pass exactly what you have gone there for. Try this recipe and you are coming back with your testimony. So stay tuned while I share with you. Good morning to you all, good afternoon and good evening. I'm greeting you all, my darling family all over the world, depend on wherever you are watching me from and exactly when you see this video. If you are new in my channel, thank you for joining. My name is Promise. So in this channel I share about the spiritual tips, how to use natural things, the thing that we use in daily basis, the thing we use in our kitchen for spiritual uses. So if you find it helpful and you want to know more, please do subscribe to my channel to join the big family, and don't forget to ring the bell notification so you will always get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. I love you and stay blessed. So I am talking today based on review or some questions a lot of people has been asking me, like, Lady P, anytime I finish reading my books, when I enter into the exam hall, I forget everything that I read. Or if I'm preparing, I'm a student, but I'm really down, like I don't mostly remember, and whenever I want to read, I will have so many distractions, I will not be focused. This recipe is going to help you. Believe me, it's 100% assurance if you can only do it the way I'm going to explain to you. Or if you have a child that is very dull in learning, even as an adult, whenever you read, you forget what you read. Whenever somebody tells you something, all of a sudden you forget about that thing. So try this to retain your memory, to make your memory to be more active. It's just natural thing. By God's grace, it's going to help to boost your knowledge of understanding or your education and all that. Now, what do you need in doing this? Number one item you'll be needing is coconut. All right, so buy coconut that has enough water inside. You can see this one already. Now another thing you need is rosemary. So this is rosemary spices. It look like thyme but not really thyme. So you can get this rosemary in any shop that sells spices for stew and all that. And also you can as well get it in ShopRite, in supermarkets and all that. So this is where you get this rosemary. Now this is what you are going to do. Firstly, please pay attention. Firstly, let's assume, for example, you are going for exam and you want God to favor you to pass that exam. It can be a WAEC, it can be a JAMB, it can be a professional exam or any type of exam. Now that night, like maybe you are going to the exam tomorrow, do this particular recipe today, okay? Now you are going to get this coconut. Firstly, you are going to do this recipe when you are ready to sleep, when you know that after doing this you are going straight to sleep, you are not talking to anybody again. All right, so do it exactly that moment. Now get this coconut at first. Now hold it in your palm, okay, and begin to pray with the coconut. Pray concerning that particular exam that you are going. Tell God, oh God, as nobody knows how water enter into the coconut, as I'm going to this particular example, may everything I'm going to read, may I remember it. Please, I'm not saying when you are not reading. I'm not saying when you want manna to fall from heaven. No. I'm talking based on those people that put in effort, that after reading they forget what they read. I'm not saying that when you don't read your book, when you don't read about what you want to go and write, when you get there that the answer will come like a TV. No, please, let me just be real and be honest to you. I'm talking based, maybe after reading, you go to the example, you forget what you read, or you go to the example, you are having this spiritual fear that you cannot compose yourself to do what you are there for. That is when this recipe is going to work for you. Now, after praying that moment, put this particular coconut under your pillow or beside your pillow or under your bed. If you put it under your pillow, it's going to be so big for you. Put it beside your bed, that area where you are learning your head to. This is kind of, you are learning your energy. All right, or put it under your pillow or under your bed, anyone. Let it be that it faced anywhere that you are putting your head is fine. Now you're going to drop it. Now let's assume you want to read that particular night. You want to go for the exam. After you're done praying with this coconut, setting your intention, then you are going to bring this rosemary. All right, when you bring this rosemary, take it and put it inside something and burn it, light it. You are going to see the flame coming up. As the flame is coming up, face the flame and pray and tell God, oh God, as I'm reading my book today, everything I'm going to read, may I remember everything, may none of them goes out of my memory. All right, then allow the smoke to just flares everywhere while you keep reading. Then after that you are done. Then for the coconut that you are putting beside where you are laying your head, early morning when you wake up in the morning, before you talk to anybody, before you greet anybody, before you brush your teeth, okay, get that coconut again. Now when you get the coconut, light rosemary again. Like when you light rosemary, now let's assume as I'm sitting, you light this rosemary and the smoke is coming up. Now as the smoke is coming up, get that coconut again, the one you are putting overnight, you have laid your head to. Now begin to pray again using the coconut, telling God, oh God, today I'm going for this exam. May I come back with good news. Everything about this exam, I'm going to write it perfectly and fine. Then after praying, setting your intention, break this particular coconut. If you can break it, break. If you can open from one of the eyes, fine. Any of them is fine. Then when you bring it, extract the water. Is the water that you need. When you extract the water, use that water to wash your head that particular time. Use it and wash your head. Let's assume you're a lady, you make your hair. Make sure there is a bit of this particular water that touch your center hair like this. Then use the remaining one to wash your face. But if you're a guy, just use it and wash all your head. All right, all your head. Then after that, please don't eat the coconut, dispose the coconut or throw it away. Then after you're done and this thing burned finish, go to that exam. And I'm sitting here boldly and perfectly waiting for your testimony. You will go to that exam and definitely, if you do this recipe very well, you will surely pass that exam. Now let's assume you are the type you always forget things, or you have a child that is very low in learning in school, that is not doing well, that is not participating well in school. Now get this mixture as well. The way I explain it, as a mother, you can do it for that child. If that child is less than 18 years, you can do it for him or her. Use it and pray for that child. When that child wants to lie down, put the coconut beside where that child wants to lay his or her head to. All right. Now when you wake up in the morning, get it as a parent, open it and use it and watch this child hair. So you can as well skip the rosemary part. Just use the coconut, 7 pieces of coconut for the child that is not doing well. But for an adult that is over 18 years, make sure you burn this rosemary, all right? For it has its own spiritual meaning at that moment. So try this recipe and you will come back with testimony. So I wish you success. If you are going for an exam, I pray that God Almighty will be with you. You are going to pass every bit of your exam, and you that desire very retentive memory, like very active memory, the universe will grant it for you. So I wish I share with you, and I hope if you love this content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and see you in my next video. Stay blessed wherever you are, and bye.